Goddamn asthma. Can't breathe when it rains. Men at the desk gotta be able to help.
Lauren Winter. Ring any bells?
Nope, can't say it does. Oh, that Lauren Winter. 3rd floor, last door on the left at the end of the corridor.
Guess I better take the stairs. Been looking for weeks. Hope I hit pay dirt this time.
Lauren Winter?
Sorry, I only see clients by appointment.
Wait.
It's $50. I don't kiss and I don't do any weird shit.
Fine by me.
Put your money on the table. You got exactly 10 minutes. When the alarm rings, it's over, okay? You should take your clothes off. We ain't got all day.
Actually, I'm not a customer.
Shit, a cop. I should have known. What do you want, a freebie? Is that it?
My name is Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective. The families of the victims of the Origami Killer asked me to investigate the murders. I came here just to ask you some questions about Johnny.
I already told the police all I know and I have nothing to add. Leave me alone.
The killer is walking around free as we speak. He'll kill again if he's not arrested.
My Johnny's dead, so what difference does it make?
There'll be other victims if we don't stop the killer. You have got to help me, Lauren. You may know something that can aid the investigation.
Help you? There's nothing you can do. My son's dead, do you hear me? He's dead!
If we don't find the killer, there'll be other mothers who find their son's body on a deserted wasteland. But you're right. Why should you care? It's not your problem anymore, right?
What do you want to know?
Tell me about Johnny. What kind of kid was he?
Johnny was really a good boy. Sometimes he fought with other kids who called me you know. In his own way, I think he understood what was going on.
How did your son disappear?
He used to go play with the neighborhood kids after school. It was pouring down something awful that day. I'll never forget it. All his friends came home around 5. All except him. You want one?
No thanks, I quit.
That's brave.
Did you suspect anyone after he disappeared?
I meet a lot of pretty shady characters in my line of work. Sure, I thought of it at first. But it didn't seem to make any sense. I don't believe any of my clients could have done that to my Johnny and all those other kids.
Do you know if they found anything on the wasteland? Any leads or witnesses?
No. He said he must have run away and he'd probably end up coming back. His body was found 5 days later with an origami figure in his hand and an orchid on his chest. Don't touch me! My son was the most precious thing I had. The only good thing in my whole fucking life. He was taken away from me for no reason. Go away. Get out of here!
Well, if you remember anything, the smallest detail, give me a call.
Lauren! Lauren, open up, baby. It's me.
Troy, what are you doing here? I already told you I don't want to see you anymore.
Sorry, Dal, but I really wanted to see ya. What do you want, asshole?
Lauren, is everything all right?
She's just swell. Now beat it, loser! You again?
Troy, stop or I call the cops! Troy, I will call the cops! Troy, no!
I'll see you again, asshole.
Are you alright?
Better than him, I guess. Who is he?
An ex-client who thinks he owns me. He was getting violent, and I told him I didn't want to see him anymore.
Well, you should be careful. He'll probably be back. Sorry about the mess.
Mr. Shelby,
Yeah.
thanks.
God. Oh.
God, my hands are trembling. I gotta keep my act together. At least for now. Reporters. Already.
Yes, Jill. A body was found here on this patch of wasteland early this morning. The police are still searching the scene and questioning anyone who might have seen something, but no information has filtered through yet concerning the identity of the victim. Of course, Everyone's wondering if the body is
Goddamn
that of Jane
rain.
Bowles,
Hasn't
and
stopped
has
pouring
the
since I
organic
arrived.
killer struck again.
I'm
In any
really
case,
gonna
our
love it
team
here.
is on the scene, and we will keep you informed with a live report as soon as we have any information. I'm Brittany Sanders for ICN.
Noted that name somewhere. What was it? Blake. Lieutenant Carter Blake. Yeah, that's it.
The zone is sectioned off, sir. Please step back.
Agent Norman Jaden, FBI.
You got a badge or something, Mr. Jaden?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Check. You can pass.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Blake. Is he around?
I saw him arrive earlier. He's here somewhere.
Thanks. Video memo recording, Agent 47023, Norman Jaden, Tuesday, October 4th, 2011. Time is 8:14 a.m. Unrelated to the investigation. When did they find the body?
Excuse me, but who are you exactly?
Norman Jaden, FBI.
If you want to ask questions, you should speak to Lieutenant Blake, sir.
I was just looking for him. Do you know where he is? Thanks. Is that a coffee you're drinking there?
There's some in the thermos behind you. Help yourself.
Harry Comic, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. I'm looking for Lieutenant Carter Blake. Sorry, comment. Sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. Lieutenant Blake? I'm Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI. I went by your office this morning. They told me you'd be here.
Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place. Mike, will you tell that asshole with the bulldozer to stop for 5 minutes? I can't hear myself think here.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Well, are you coming, Jaden?
So, what happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found a body about 6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now. Based on what we've seen, looks like the work of the origami killer.
Any witnesses?
None yet. Given the neighborhood, I'd be surprised if anybody saw anything. Any news on the coroner?
He's on his way, Lieutenant.
We've been waiting for an hour, for fuck's sake.
Has the time of death been established?
Based on the rigor mortis, must be less than 6 hours ago. We should know more once the coroner has had a look.
Do we know the cause of death?
There are no marks on the body. Chances are he was drowned, like the others. Tony, I don't want to see a single shit-stirring journalist within a mile of here. You got it?
Yes, Lieutenant.
There are a lot of people on the crime scene. Aren't you afraid your men might destroy some clues?
You don't find proof sitting behind a desk. We're not in the habit of trampling things into the ground, even if we're not in the FBI.
No, of course not. That's not what I meant.
Listen, I'm a little busy here. Why don't we discuss all this a little later, back at the office?
Oh, no problem. I understand. Do you mind if I have a look around?
Be my guest. Hey, Jaden, you come and see me if you find anything, okay? We're on the same team now.
Pretty chilly, huh? Lousy weather, huh? Does it always rain like this?
It rains every fall. Doesn't it do that where you come from?
Well, yeah. Yeah, of course. The crime scene is compromised by all these people. I doubt there'll be many clues left, if there were any to start with. A dead cat. The FBI doesn't keep files on dead cats. Not yet. Ari comment, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. There's a railroad track near where the body was left. Same as all the other victims. Ari comment, the victim is lying on his back. No visible signs of violence. An orchid was placed on the victim's chest. A small origami figure in the right hand. Fingers were probably closed after the time of death. The victim is Jeremy Bowles, declared missing 5 days ago. See reference file. Superficial wound on the right thigh. Blood analysis suggests it could be post-mortem. Probably a scratch that occurred when the body was being moved. The blood report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion. His face is covered with mud, like the other victims.
I'm heading back to the office. You staying?
Yeah, I'm gonna have another look around if you don't mind.
Take all the time you want.
Harry, comment. Orchid pollen detected. Probably from the flower left on the body. Orchid pollen. Something the killer couldn't control. Can it be traced back to its source? The body got scratched when it was moved. Ari, comment. The pollen particles disappear in the tall grass. It's probably the end of the trail. Ari, comment. Traces of blood on the railroad track. Analysis confirms it comes from the victim. Impressive. Seems the only traces the killer left are those he intended to leave. He knew exactly what he was doing, right down to the tiniest detail. Way too many people here. They're trampling all over the crime scene. Footprints continue just after the pollen trail. There's a good chance that they're the killers. Harry Connick. There are traces of blood on the fence behind the railroad line. It comes from the victim. The killer came this way with the body and probably grazed it on his way through the fence. There's a good chance that they're the killers. Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road behind the railroad line. It may be the killer's car. I think I've seen all there is to see. think I seen enough. Better get back to the station before I catch pneumonia.
Are you prepared to suffer to save your son? You have 5 minutes to cut off the last section of one of your fingers in front of the camera. If you succeed, you will get your reward.
Agent Norman Jaden, FBI.
Good evening. My name's Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective. I'm investigating the case of the origami killers.
I'd like a room.
Madison Page, 27, single.
Ethan Mars has had psychological problems since his first son died. He is haunted by visions of drowning bodies. A few weeks ago, after one of our usual sessions, I found this on the floor. It must have fallen out of his pocket.
Ash, I want you to assign every available man to finding Ethan Mars. I want you to keep an eye on the train stations, the airports, the bus terminals. I want every cop in the city on his ass, so that if he moves, we know about it.
You're gonna die, you son of a bitch!
I swore on my son's grave that I would kill the man who murdered him.
Just don't believe he's guilty.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepard. What was his name?
Everything I did for love.